At this time, I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, Addison Valutro. Addison is a member of our Senior Class Executive Board.
Thank you, Mr. Brinker. Good evening. I am pleased to serve as a Master of Ceremonies for tonight's commencement. Let me take this opportunity to extend my personal welcome to everyone. I truly hope you enjoy this evening's program.
Please remain standing and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to present our West Senior Vocal Jazz students who will lead us in the National Anthem. At this time, please join me for the invocation. We thank you, Lord, for bringing us here today. We thank you for our parents whose undying support and love have guided us through many difficult times, and for our teachers who graciously taught us more than we realized. We thank you for your unfailing faithfulness that has protected us to this point. We ask that you guide us and protect us, give us wisdom, strength, and courage to face what life has ahead of us, and we pray that you bless those whose love, support, and care has brought us to where we are today. We praise you and thank you. Please be seated. We are joined this evening by distinguished and special guests. Please rise as you are welcome to the ceremony. We would like to acknowledge members of our school board. President, Mrs. Elizabeth Gates. Vice President, Mrs. Molly Dana. Mr. Vanderbilt. Trustees, Mrs. Lorene Berlich. Mrs. Laura Sokol Scott. Mr. Vincent Vanderlip. Mr. Edmund Bedian. And our principal, Mr. John Brinker. We are pleased to welcome district and building administrators, Mrs. Jacqueline Fowler, Mr. John Dalbo, Dr. Kristen Frawley, Mr. Dave Keene, Miss Katie Bonigiovanni, Miss Donna McManus, Mr. Patrick Smith, Mr. John Cervoni. In addition, we are joined by special guests, Dr. Lisa Kruger, Mr. Jeremy Kelly, and Mrs. Jean Kishbau. We also welcome our class advisors, Mrs. Amy Palutro and Mrs. Jody Smith. We are also pleased to welcome teachers and staff. And of course, we welcome all parents and relatives to the class of the class of 2024 present here with us today, as well as those viewing via our live cast. Thank you all for attending the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. Last but not least, I would like to welcome the graduating class of 2024.
It seems as if it was only yesterday we are taking our first steps into West as freshmen. Some of us thought this day would never come. We have had 4 great years at West Seneca West. Despite any challenges we encountered, we have come together to look out for each other, to be kind to one another, and to persevere. During our years at West, we have shown our West pride, strength, and grit. The class of 2024 will be remembered for coming together during extraordinary times. Today, the focus is our memories of our times together over the past 12 years. This is the beginning of the rest of our lives. As we venture out into the real world, I want to wish you all the best of luck in your future. Congratulations to the class of 2024. It is my pleasure to call to the podium Officer Jarzak and our class salutatorian, Nora Petrovich.
2024. Before I begin, I just have to say thank you. It has been a pleasure. You were the first class as freshmen when I started in this building. It has been a pleasure to watch you grow and help you along your journey ahead. Thank you to Addison. I would like to introduce our class salutatorian, Nora Petrovich. And yes, I had to say her last name 86 times to make sure I got it. I got it. Nora is number 2 in her class with a weighted 3-year average of 100.212. Nora has completed advanced placement courses in world history and U.S. history. She has pursued additional college-level coursework in English, Spanish, Niagara University Statistics, Syracuse University Project Advanced Forensics, and Pre-Calculus. These courses hold the combined potential for 22 college credits. Nora has also been involved in the school community through her participation in Science Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, Key Club, and varsity lacrosse. Nora is extensively involved in her surrounding community as well as through her work through Irish dancing and volunteerism at her family's church. She is recognized as an active leader at West Senior, participating as a mentor for freshmen in our Fresh Start mentoring program. Nora has been named a Student of Excellence and has been the recipient of numerous recognitions, including Student of the Month in Math, Student of the Month in Social Studies, multiple Kiwanis Awards, and a Clarkson Leadership Award. Nora has earned a Regents with Advanced designation with Honors Diploma and has achieved mastery in math and a mastery in science. Nora will be attending Syracuse University to study public relations. At this time, we would like to recognize Mr. and Mrs. Steve and Nicole Petrovich, the proud parents of Nora, on such a special occasion. Congratulations to you. Nora, we are proud to present you with a medal and our best wishes for your future.
We worked on this.
Thank you, Mr. Brinker and Officer Jarzik. Good evening. I would like to extend my thanks to God, my family, friends, and any faculty here tonight. You have all shaped me into who I am today, and I thank you for being here. I remember sitting in Mrs. Lowe's Spanish 5 class one day last September, which unbeknownst to me was the day that the top 10 of our graduating class would be announced on West TV. Mr. Brinker got on the screen and began reading the names from 10 to 1. When I was announced as second in the class, I immediately felt the surprise from my classmates across the room and began hearing things such as, "I never knew you were that smart," or, "I never expected you to be the salutatorian." In my head, I knew my grades, my potential, and how deserving I was of this title. You may have experienced the same feeling of confusion in the workplace, on a sports team, or even in school. Whether that be getting a promotion that you have worked for that others were blind to, recovering from an injury or illness after months of rehabilitation that others didn't see, or receiving recognition for your work that others did not know about. Behind the scenes, you knew how hard you had worked and what it took to reach success, even while those around you did not. Later on, I realized that I never spoke about homework, my grades, exams, or anything of the sort around people unless they asked. Outside of the classroom, I was usually out of the house with friends, talking about and focusing on just about anything other than school. So I didn't blame others for saying they did not expect me to be this smart. When you typically picture the salutatorian, you may envision someone who is always reading, studying, or doing homework, and missing out on the quote-unquote high school experience. You may not have found me studying or reading, but definitely heard me at the football and hockey games, saw me during useless trips to the bookstore that may or may not have cost me a detention. Thank you, Ms. Jurek. Ran into me at Fran and Seals for a late-night ice cream run with my closest friends, and the list could go on. While grades and working hard are very important to me, so is making time for the people and things that I love. I attribute a lot of my success today to balancing schoolwork while making the most out of these years and leaving with great memories. Although I will miss walking down the halls every day, seeing familiar faces, I am excited to watch what myself and the class of 2024 will do after we exit high school and move on to bigger things. I wish nothing but the best for all of my classmates here tonight. If I can leave you with one piece of advice, be the unexpected.
At this time, we would now like to pay special tribute to seniors who are entering the military. It is with great pride that we introduce several of West Seneca West's courageous graduates that will be entering the armed forces following graduation. It brings us great confidence to know that these young men will be serving our country in the armed forces of the United States of America. Please stand as your name is called. The following student has committed to the United States Air Force. Carson Vetter, son of Mr. and Mrs. Greg and Holly Vetter. The following student has committed to the United States Army. Weston Smith, son of Miss Amy Kratis and Mr. Edward Smith. You are truly admirable for the decision you have made. We wish you and your families the very best. Would the audience please join me in a show of appreciation to these students and their families. Good luck and Godspeed. I would now like to introduce our principal, Mr. Brinker.
Thank you, Addison. Many of our students have received scholarships and awards from local businesses and community organizations. On June 11th, we were very proud to recognize 56 of our students who benefited from the West Seneca community's generosity and support. Would all of these students who are recognized please stand and be recognized? Well done. Please be seated. The West Seneca community awarded the class of 2024 a total of $89,278 in scholarships. We thank those who support our students and our school. Well done, West Seneca. At this time, I'd like to recognize the following students who have been designated as the academic top 10 for the class of 2024. These students have demonstrated excellence in academics. The range for their overall weighted grade point average is 99.175% to 100.401%. Please stand as we congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. Top 10, please stand. Well done. Well done. Please be seated. In addition, we have students who have put forth tremendous effort in their academics and have achieved a grade point average of 90% and above. Please stand at this time to be recognized. Well done. Please be seated. As you may have noticed, many of our students wear cowls, stoles, cords, and medallions, which designate various honors deemed upon them by their honor societies and academies. Their meanings is listed in the program this evening. At this point, we'd like to highlight our graduates for their participation in membership in honor societies. All those students who are members of honor societies, please stand and be recognized. Well done. Now we'd like to highlight our graduates for their participation in membership in academies. All students who are members of academies, please stand and be recognized. Well done. Please be seated. We'd also like to recognize the one graduate of the class of 2024 who has a perfect attendance record. Juliana Reedy, please stand and be recognized. I think I've announced the Reedy family like 4 times from this podium for perfect attendance. Those kids come to school. At this time, I'd like to share information about a program that was new to West Senior this year. It's called the WEST program, W-E-S-T. The program is a comprehensive program as well as friendly competition among students and cohorts. WEST, W-E-S-T, stands for well-rounded, engaged, successful, and thriving. All staff, including teachers, club advisors, clerks, and coaches, recognize students throughout the year for demonstrations of character, instances of success, or active involvement in our school community. Through the many opportunities we have had at West Senior, we want to recognize every student and the great things they do. Too many people hear about the negatives that our students do. We want to focus on the highlights and the positives that they do. And there's an overwhelming majority of those students at West Senior. This program is an opportunity to celebrate all of the wonderful things we see in students every day. We brag often about our students at West, and this program is a tangible and measurable way to see just how many things to celebrate. You may have seen some of these small circular W stickers on binders, phone cases. I didn't earn it, I gave it to myself. Perks of the job. Or coffee mugs. Each one of these is a representation of something positive that was recognized through the WEST program. Every day we see students, these students, who are naturally, they elevate their environment by setting an example of what it is to be a WEST student. They're special. 1,673 WEST recognitions were distributed this past year. Each of these is tracked. Mr. Mislinski, he didn't put his name in the program, but he started this program with Mrs. Lenahan. With that, we're able to see which cohort and which individuals have received the most recognition throughout the year. I'm coming to my point. We want to recognize these students now. This year, 2 students not only set the bar for recognition received, but also were integral in the development and implementation of this new program. As this program continues and grows, it will be a credit to these 2 students who have set the bar and paved the way, earning a combined 19 recognitions this past school year. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating 2 phenomenal students and leaders in the graduating class, Cameron Whitaker and Addie Smart. Please join me at the podium. Can you stand at the podium so this process? Sure. Hey, can you take a picture? Okay.
Sorry. One moment. Excuse me. Sorry, I got you.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Addison.
Congratulations to all the students we have honored this evening. Now, I would like to invite Ms. McManus to introduce our class valedictorian.
Good evening. Our class valedictorian is Megan Mulderig. Megan is number 1 in her class with a weighted 3-year average of 100.401, which she obtained while taking on a demanding course load, including AP Biology, AP US History, AP English Literature, and Niagara University Statistics. Her academic prowess has earned her various accolades, such as multiple Student of the Month awards and Kiwanis Awards, in addition to being the recipient of the George Eastman Young Leaders Award and the St. Michael's College Book Award. Megan's dedication extends beyond the classroom, as she is an active participant in a wide array of extracurricular activities. As a member of the tennis team, she has demonstrated her athletic abilities and risen to the position of first singles. In addition to her athletic pursuits, Megan is a natural leader, holding the titles of Vice President and President of the Key Club, and serving as an officer for the National Honor Society. Her involvement in the Fresh Start Mentor Program exemplifies her commitment to helping others, as she has been able to guide incoming freshmen through their first year of high school. Community service is another area where Megan shines. Her volunteer work at the I Can Shine Bike Camp, Gigi's Playhouse, On My Way to K, and the International Relations Club Home Again project showcases her empathy and willingness to make a difference in the lives of others. Her passion for the healthcare field is evident in her internships at Roswell and Pediatric Urgent Care, where she gained valuable exposure and insights. Megan's choice to pursue a degree rooted in medicine and science is a testament to her goal of becoming a doctor and making a lasting impact in the medical field. Megan's background in a family of hardworking individuals with diverse educational experiences has molded her into a well-rounded and ambitious young woman. At this time, we would like to recognize Margaret and Christian Mulderig, the proud parents of Megan, on such a special occasion. Please stand. Megan's commitment to her goals and her desire to make a positive impact on the world will undoubtedly lead her to great success in her future endeavors. Megan, it is our honor to present you with a medal and our best wishes for your future. Okay. Can I say something? You got it, you got it. Okay, okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. McManus and Mr. Brinker. Good evening, esteemed faculty, honored guests, proud family members, friends, and my fellow graduates. I would first like to thank my parents, sisters, friends, and teachers who've helped me to get where I am. It is an honor to be here today addressing you all while we celebrate our graduation. As we cross the stage tonight and continue on with our journey of life, I want to touch upon the beginning of our high school careers. Starting high school is a huge change and a challenge in any given year, but for our class, it was especially unique. Even though everyone was affected by the pandemic, our class was the only one beginning high school. The last few months of our 8th grade experience were abruptly ended by the pandemic, and our lives were turned upside down. An originally 2-week vacation turned into 2 months, and we went from seeing our classmates every day in person to only seeing them virtually. Fast forward to the start of freshman year, where instead of walking the new halls of our high school, we are in our bedrooms or kitchens staring at a computer screen all day. Eventually, we made it back into the classroom and had a normal-ish rest of our high school experience. Given these challenges, we should all be doubly proud of how far we have come in just a few short years. Surprisingly, some of my most impactful life lessons came from my part-time job that have helped to shape my perspective on life. I would like to share 3 of these tonight. The first one is that life is like a trip to the grocery store. Trust me, I would know. I work at Target. There are so many different aisles to discover and items to buy that you might stumble upon something unexpected that you weren't even aware of before. Your shopping cart will start to fill up with experiences, mistakes, and choices. And then one day, you might realize that you don't like what's in your cart, and that's okay. You don't need to fill your shopping cart all at once for it to be a successful trip to the store that is life. As Taylor Swift once said, life can be heavy, especially if you try to carry it all at once. Oftentimes, the good things in your life are lighter anyways, so there's more room for them. You will encounter many metaphoric stores throughout your life, but each time you enter one, what you choose to put into that shopping cart will alter your path. Experiences will come and go. There will be bad days, but there will be good ones too. I hope that the good ones always outweigh the bad. Remember, you don't need to fit everything into your cart at once. You can take multiple trips back to the store. Secondly, don't cry over spilled milk. A common cliche I'm sure many of you have heard before. It means don't get upset over things that have already happened and that are unchangeable. Things are going to happen that will be out of your control, but what you can control is how you react and adapt to them. I had an encounter with this saying literally just the other day. I was on my way to clock out of work, walking down the aisles of Target, contemplating my future, when I looked up and my coworker smiled at me and said, "Watch out for the spilled milk." I was one step away from slipping into a massive puddle of milk and ruining my day. This brought into perspective that as you make your way through life, look out for others. You never know when you'll save them from crying over spilled milk. Lastly, I've spent a lot of time reflecting while stocking shelves at Target, and it's made me realize how many people I encounter each and every day. On a busy weekend, especially during the Christmas season, it might be upwards of 100. At Target, we don't call shoppers customers, we call them guests. A more personal word than customer, and a common term to use in households as a way of saying that you're having people over. I always wondered why, and it wasn't until recently that question was answered for me. When I'm helping a guest, it's never a simple transaction of them buying a product and leaving. There's usually a story behind every interaction. The small details stay with me, like helping a first-time mom find sunscreen for her 1-year-old's birthday photo shoot, or helping a 12-year-old girl start her skincare journey. My favorite is when I see a family and notice the similarities between them, such as a little boy copying the way his dad walked. Through my time working at Target, I have met and spoken to so many different people who all have different backgrounds and lives. It is only after I start talking to them that I realize everyone is essentially the same, and we're all just trying to survive in this ever-changing world. As you all go through life, filling your shopping carts with things that mean the most to you, make sure you keep an eye out for spilled milk and for each other. Congratulations, class of 2024, we did it.
Congratulations, Megan. Now, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Jeremy Kelly. Jeremy Kelly is not only an intensely dedicated athlete, he is a thoughtful and sincere individual who devotes his energy and focus to serve others. Mr. Kelly was a multi-sport athlete at West Seneca West, who upon graduation chose to attend the University of Maine. He graduated with Dean's List honors and his bachelor's degree in biomechanics and kinesiology. A West Seneca native with a vision and desire to take the road less traveled, Mr. Kelly had a tireless work ethic and singular focus of becoming a professional athlete. Mr. Kelly began his professional football journey in the Canadian Football League, became an arena football champion, and landed stints with the National Football League's Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, and Chicago Bears. It wasn't long after his decision to move on from the game before home came calling. In 2017, he returned to Buffalo, New York, and worked as a member of the Buffalo Bills front office in the Alumni Relations Department for 6 years. He now resides in Charlotte, North Carolina, and works as the Director of Legend Affairs for the Carolina Panthers, assisting NFL legends in life after the game. Jeremy remains dedicated to his roots and the Buffalo community, hosting his annual Jeremy Kelly Why Not You football camp for young athletes at West Senior. Mr. Kelly also serves as an active board member for the Oshais Children's Hospital Foundation. He credits his success and spirit to the selflessness of his mother, Janine, who still resides in West Seneca. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeremy Kelly.
Thank you, Addison. Man, Valedictorian made it tough to follow. Golly. Man, I know why I wasn't one, that's for sure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, stunning. Fellas, we got some work to do. We'll fix that after practice. I'd like to start by extending my gratitude for this incredible honor and personally thank a few dignitaries that are with us this evening. President of the School Board, Ms. Elizabeth Gates. Vice President, School Board, Ms. Molly Dana. Trustees, Lauren Barelich, Mrs. Laura Sokol-Scott. My man, Mr. Principal John Baker. Jay, they don't know it's really John. Assistant Principal, Dana McManus, Patrick Smith. Our new Superintendent, Dr. Lisa Kruger. And, of course, co-advisor to the senior class, Miss Amy Palucho, amazing educator, always have been, an amazing supporter and ally to your students. I don't think I ever actually had you as a teacher, but I feel like I certainly did. So thank you for extending the invitation. Last but not least, my mother, who could not be here, unfortunately, this evening, but my mother's school served in the West Seneca School District for nearly 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, and she absolutely loved her job. As a young snot-nosed kid in elementary school, I did not, as she was my school bus driver. So it required me being on my best behavior, and my mom did not play, so if I didn't get on the bus, I got it when I was at home. You can count on that. Unfortunately, she had an accident, and those challenges didn't allow her to drive for a living any longer, but she loved her job. I mean, she basically was a walking GPS for West Seneca. She knows every stop sign, every street. She loved it. She did it for years. And for years, as we moved around the city and the town, it amazed me at the kids that would come up to her in a restaurant or in the store and they would just love on her. And so I just felt it was appropriate to recognize her this evening as a servant of our school district and amongst the representatives that are here and the residents that are here. Ma, love you, thank you for all you do. To the parents who have supported you all, raised you, put clothes on your back, name brand or not, I know how that is, kids, I was one of them, needed the newest Nike shoes. They made large sacrifices, large and small, that you aren't even aware of for you all to be here today. So graduates, I want to ask you all to please stand. Please stand. Face your parents, and I'm going to ask you to give them the ovation that they deserve this evening. You may be seated. The importance of giving thanks and expressing gratitude is a lesson better used early and often. So remember that. So when I was first contacted about this opportunity about 6 months ago, I think it was last December, I took notice of the amount of time that I had. It's quite a bit of time to think about what you're going to say, right? In your alma mater, people that you know, your guests, parents and whatnot. And so like all of you, I took it very serious. And like all of you, anything that is very serious, term paper or something really important needs to be done. I started late last night, so it's been busy with my camp. Anyways, we're here. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to share a few stories, a few lessons that I've learned along the way that I believe are going to apply to this transitional phase of life that you all are about to embark on. I'd like to acknowledge adversity and embracing the challenges that are surely come your way. I'll share a bit about effort, the importance of going all in, not just dipping your toe in the water. And last but not least, kindness, quality that will open most doors and take you further than most. Why these topics, you may ask? Because as you move forward, you will grow, and you'll grow fast. As you head off to college, some of you will stay close. Some of you will venture off to other states, universities. Some of you will begin a trade, a career, begin adulting, as the kids say. I'm sure everybody here on this stage has told you that high school will go by in a blink of an eye. But with that, I have good news, I have bad news. Good news is you don't have to try to fit your entire life in a student locker that is barely big enough or wide enough for your books. I know some of y'all out there still need extra time for clean-out day. You can count on that. I've been to the school recently, showing up with a COVID mask because you found mom's lunch that she packed for you a month ago. Who knows, stuff with gym clothes and old Tim Hortons bags, your neighbor's dog, who knows what else, Jesus. Bad news is, it all went by in the blink of an eye, and it does not slow down. Before you know it, you'll be crossing the stage at your universities, ready to start an internship, dream job, throwing gender reveal parties as some of you become expecting parents. It all happens fast, and it's our job as leaders, as educators, as providers to educate you, protect you. So with that said, these adversities will change. Your adversities will change. Your biggest issue will no longer be your senior photos and they didn't turn out the way you wanted them to, or that your friends are hanging out, Snapchatting without you. You don't have the newest styles that everyone's wearing. Or maybe that date you asked out to prom turned you down. Tough pill to swallow, fellas. All right, won't be the last time you get rejected. Get used to it. You'll be all right. Your effort will be demanded at levels that will be uncommon and uncomfortable. You may pass tests with flying colors in high school, but that doesn't mean that when you show up to a college campus, you can show up to class, study, take a few notes, and that you'll get the same results. Expect to give your all in all that you do going forward. And be kind along the way, because life will reciprocate the energy that you put in. Treat people well and be great at what you do. I'm going to repeat that. Treat people well and be great at what you do. Any golf fans in the room? I'm going to go ahead and use it because that's what washed up retired athletes do. They golf, so I try to golf. I wish I was really retired too, but anyways. These days I call myself a golfer, and anyone who plays this game, it understands that it's extremely challenging. The level of difficulty, the frustration, the precision that it requires, it's challenging. But I enjoy it. I love the craft. I'm hooked. I'm stuck. I love the challenge. But only because I've trained myself to manage the failures. Not well, but better. You see, I've tricked myself to embracing that. I've embraced the failures, and I've accepted the fact that I don't practice enough to be mad. I just don't. It's just I go out and play. I don't spend enough time on the range, the course, any of those things. It's like skipping Miss Palutro's math class and expecting to go ace the exam. It's just not going to happen. Just got to accept it. If I hadn't caught hundreds and thousands of balls up at West Senior when no one's watching on those fields in between that track, there's no way that I could have expected to perform in the games. No way I could have made difficult catches when someone's trying to take my helmet off. Why would it be any different in golf? Why would it be any different in life? So I've learned to embrace failing forward. You see, in the game of golf, you can have a great swing, but you're misaligned. Before you know it, you're straight to the woods, and you find yourself in a place you don't want to be. Much like opportunities in life, you're going to go down various paths, try a new major, new career, and you'll feel as though everything is lined up perfectly. Fellas, that girl that you meet in the student union, you're sure she's going to be the long-time girlfriend, your future wife. Ladies, you finally received the acceptance notice to the internship that you've been dreaming for, only to realize it was not the right fit. And while you're standing in the woods looking for this ball, frustrated, wondering why it didn't work out, nonetheless, the game keeps going. You must advance. You look for the ball, you look for your next swing, and you fell forward. You finally settle in, you prepare for the next shot, lo and behold, it's even worse. You can see how, like, I feel this. It's bad. It's just, I can relate. I get it, right? And so this time the ball barely leaves the ground, but you swung with determination, frustration. So it streams down the fairway, 2 inches off the ground. Wasn't pretty, but it moves towards the target. You fell forward. The game of golf, much like life, there's adversity everywhere. Trees, turns, waters, the deepest of sand traps, which I've grown to embrace and call the beach. I spend that much time there. We've all been there. We've seen these. But when you're in the trap, there's one thing you have to do. You have to dig in to get out. You have to dig in to get out. But as long as you progress towards the pin, you'll fail forward. These lessons are synonymous with life. They're all around us. You just have to choose to see it. I reference the game of golf because it's a beautiful, challenging game, and even on a beautifully manicured course, beautiful sunny day, it still gets uncomfortable. There will be days that you're facing adversity and you feel like quitting. But just around the corner, another opportunity. It takes one harmonious stroke of genius, where we're aligned perfectly, one nudge of luck, one breath of confidence, a whiff of motivation, and you're reminded, as that ball sails through the air perfectly, that you can. So no matter what, keep swinging. That's why you're in this room today. You put your best foot forward, you put in the effort, and you failed forward. To go along with this theme, I'll share a quote. Maybe you've heard it before. For me, the first time hearing it was in 2015, during my time with the Denver Broncos. I was fortunate enough to briefly be a part of a Super Bowl winning team that included players like defensive end Von Miller, wide receivers Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace, and of course, Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning. Huddled up after a poorly executed play that was at the end of practice, Peyton, being the leader that he was, came in, brought us up, and shared a few choice words that I'll spare the expletives. Peyton seems really funny, but he can get going. He's pretty fiery. That the next time we took the field better be better, but there's one phrase that stuck with me. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how you respond. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how you respond. See, your response to failure is where effort lies. It's a precursor to success. Let me ask you all this question. Who enjoys being praised for good effort? Raise your hand. Everybody raise your hands. Everybody raise your hands. Okay, great. Yeah, right. Good, a little higher. All right. A little higher. Ask yourself this question. Why didn't you raise it that high the first time? Why didn't we raise our hands as high as we could the first time? Simple act, easy, right? Why don't we reach for the sky from the start? Why don't we use your potential when asked? Pass up using our capacity. Why not give great effort from the start? Everything that we do. Someone's going to do it, so why not you? I'll share a story that completely changed my mentality about effort. Coach, that activating is something in me that I'll never forget. Sophomore year at the University of Maine, afforded the opportunity to play collegiate football there for 4 years. And this particular offseason, our coaches introduced us to a new conditioning test. It's 5:30 in the morning. I don't know why I chose to go somewhere colder than Buffalo, but I did. It was free, I guess, so here we are. The purpose of a conditioning test is to not only see who's been training, not only see who's been in shape, but to test your mental toughness, your will, your want to, your effort under stress, when it gets hard, when you want to quit, when you need to study and you don't feel like it, when you want to go out. There was 6 220-meter sprints on this indoor track. We had 30 seconds to do it, 45 seconds rest. If anyone who knows track times or running times, that's a 1-to-1 run-to-recovery ratio, which is frightening. My trainer and father is here, Demaryius Johnson, and he knows. Thanks, Steve, for all the near tears on that track at West. Good God, he's laughing because it's the truth. We ran 2 times around, the heavy breathing began. Came back around the 3rd time, serious breathing began. And when I came back around, this time, it's hands on heads. The losers lean, guys are feeling it. Came back around the 4th time, nobody made the time. And for you history teachers, I know Vastola's here somewhere, it was like the beaches of Normandy. Bodies everywhere. Heads in trash cans. These guys are calling for a trainer. He's squirting water on his legs. I don't know what that's going to do. Everybody was cooked. I had hit the wall. And I prided myself on being a workout guy. I hit the wall, and I felt like I was going to tear something. I wanted to feel sorry for myself. I felt like I was going to quit. And somehow my position coach teleported from the other side of the field house and was right here. Kelly, I can't want it more than you. You told me you wanted to be great. I had to find a way. So I doubled down. And quite frankly, I don't remember it, but I ran 2 of those back to back and made the time. And I lived to talk about it. It was at that point, though, that I knew there was nothing they could put in front of me that I couldn't conquer. Every test, every run, every drill, from that point on, I approached the line 10 toes down. That's how you need to approach it. Don't just entertain adversity. Don't just entertain the challenge. Embrace it. Embrace it. I knew I could because my effort was going to be greater than the test. Don't let it be the other way around. Why does this matter to you? Whatever you desire, whatever your goals, whatever your dreams in life, whatever it is that you want to attain, you have to want it more than you think. You have to want it more than you say. You got to double down. In life, to achieve, you're going to hit walls. You're going to run into obstacles. But the mind will find a way through it if you allow it. If you allow it. Don't wait for somebody to save you either, because they may not come. It's about you. It's about your dreams. It's about your effort. So I'll close with a quote. I'll begin to close with a quote that I love, and someone that I hold in high regard, possesses this mentality, I believe. Grew up, had his poster in my room. NBA legend that I think left a legacy on and off the court for eternity. The late, great Kobe Bryant. I hope it's a name that a lot of people are familiar with. If not, familiarize with him, because you'll be better for it. If I leave you with this call to action, Kobe said, rest at the end, not in the middle. Rest at the end, not in the middle. Many of you are just getting started. Parents, maybe in the middle. Rest at the end, not in the middle. I can't force you to apply everything that I said today, and there's no way I can prove to you that what I shared is worth your time. But what I can do is embrace these lessons, ask you to give yourself a shot to be successful. I promise that once you embrace adversity, you'll be better off. I promise that if you keep failing forward, you'll eventually land where you want. And I promise that if you treat people well and be great at what you do, life will reward you. I often say that, anybody who's heard me speak before, I often say that the youngest in the room, and I'll call it the freshman, and I'll say you're the luckiest because you have the most time. And indeed you are in this room today. You have the most time and you are the luckiest. But today, as I look upon the room, fellow graduates of my alma mater, I'm the lucky one. Parents, teachers, and staff, join me in congratulating the West Seneca West class of 2024. The world is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brinker to come back to the podium.
Well done, Mr. Kelly. Well done. That's what a West education does for you. You're going to find that out. Ms. Gates, would you please join me at the podium, please? Yeah, you can clap. Go ahead. Absolutely. Mrs. Gates, as a very proud principal of West Senior High School, I present these graduates of the class of 2024 to you, certifying that they have met all the obligations and requirements for graduation set forth by the State of New York and the Board of Education at West Seneca Central Schools. They're yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Brinker, for giving me the opportunity to say a few words before the official declaration of graduates. This graduating class is very special to me. Many of you already know, some of you may not, but my son, Nicholas, is seated up here tonight behind me and will be graduating momentarily. I've also known many of these graduates since first grade, some of you since pre-K. I know your families, your brothers, your sisters. This group of students is particularly amazing. I'm sure your parents and guardians feel the same as I do. It's been incredibly rewarding to watch you grow and accomplish all that you have in these short years. I can't wait to see and hear about you, about how you contribute to our community, our country, and the world. To my son, Nick, just if you'll allow me this special privilege to just say to him, yesterday you were my little boy, today you sit here a young man. I'm gonna cry.
You got this.
Your family is so proud of you. Thank you for being a role model to your brothers. Thank you for always putting family first. And thank you for being fun, clever, and kind. Keep being you. All of you, keep being you. We love you more than anything. So I'm ready to say the declaration. So with the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of the West Seneca Central School District, I hereby declare you graduates of West Seneca West Senior High School with all, with all the rights, honors, and privileges due to the holders of the diploma you are about to receive.
You just graduated. I don't know if you know that. Now we're going to start walking. Let's go, folks.
Addison Palutro. Addison Smart. Cameron Whitaker. Megan Malderig. Nora Petrovich. Ariane Cowles. Anna Blickwadell. Will Dove. Chloe Mazurkowitz.
Nathan Jackowski.
I got you. Nathan Jakalewski. Emily Smolinski. Jenna Litwin. Ian Hansmith.
Dennis Arcuri. Alexander Atia. Delaney Banks. Hannah Becker. Anthony Bloom. Jesse Bowenski. Riley Benetto. Isabella Borghese. Karina Brody. Lillian Berkeley. Lillian Campbell. Aiden Catuzzi. Sharon Coughlin. Amelia Crapsey. Mary Cullen. Kyle Daly. Benjamin Diote. Sydney DePiro. Basil Demansky. Anna Donovan. Lillian Drazgowski. Jacob Ecker. Kaylee Elliott. Molly Fleming. Eliza Freeland. Andrew Freelock. Amelia Fumanti. Nicholas Gates. Madison Jardina. Ariana Gerard. Daniel Garino. Tajane Hardy. Katie Harrington. Eli Harris. Alexandra Hodel. Emily Huber. Michaela Husser. Thomas Kibler.
Hannah Kirsch. Patrick Cull. Bethany Lafferty. Carly Lawrence. Vanessa Luchek. Emily Malaber. Savannah Masella. What? Majikowski. Do you want Junior? Thomas Majikowski. Ashley Ma. Hi, Brady. Brady Mazurek. Mr. West. Luke McDonald. Peter McGowan. You want the full Madison? Madison McMahon. Paige McMahon. Sophia Mersinger. Daniel Met. Do you want Abigail? Abigail Millard. Xavier Mohammed. Dylan Musel. Joshua? Joshua Myers. What? Jamie Nugent. Bailey Nespazinski. Casey Palmer. You want Joseph? Joseph Panfil. Kylie Perry. Chloe Prispezniak. Matthew Pugh. Zachary Quinn. Winter Rauk. Hunter Rautenstrup. Michaela Redman. Juliana Reedy. Olivia Renzoni.
Isabella Ricotta. Lily Robertson. Callista Robillard. Dominic Rupp. Aaron Sandel. Gracie Schur. Aiden Shinners. Melissa Sabazic. Gabrielle Trippi. Alexander Van Way. Ryan Vanderlip. Carson Vetter. Olivia Warnes. James Weglin. Devin Warren. Zach Werner. Lainey Wild. Kara Weiser. Michael Zetlukel. Madison Zelli. Lara Franzen. Ava Shera. Hunter Amonte. Deanna Babinchuk. Evan Balkarzak. Jameson Balicki. Davian Beard. Donovan Benson. Joshua Barent.
Jasmine Bilashevsky. Jayla Black.
Braden Bylinski.
Braden Bylinski. Bryant Bonus. Maria Borzilleri. Ashley Boris. Caleb Breeze. Michael Brown. Gayton Pazinski. Haley Calabrese. Gabrielle Canestraro. Benjamin Canzaneri. Kevin Carney. Amelia Chamberlain. Isabella Christopher. Jacob Cieslik. Kira Clark.
Wait till I say it.
Jacob Clark. Sean Clouden. Carter Cobb. Tucker Collette.
Back up.
Frank Conti. Rain Cornish.
John Jr.
Luis Cortez Jr. Anaya Crosby. Nathan Cummins.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Dadsey. Emily Davis.
Right now.
Cody Diggins.
DePietro.
Jaylee DePietro. Nathan Dorsey. Kirsten Dugan. Cole Dussel. Kieran Egan. Sarah Edmondson. Nate Elliott. Jayla Evans. Nasario Faltisco. Alexandria Filkowski. Joseph Figueroa Jr. Samara Fisher. Thomas Foley. No. Alan Fox. Bernard Freeman. Tyler Gervasio. Amani Gibson. Patrick Godwin III. Andrew Greiner. Carmine Grahoviak. Nathan Guzzo. Caitlin Hanley. Nashira Hardy. Jonathan Hardy. I got you, buddy. Austin Harper. Cadence Hawes. Sam Leviathan or Louis? Which one? You tell. Okay, you got it. Louis Hyam. You got it. Saki Hirano. That's it. Spencer Hubbard. Aries Hudson. Lexi Hund. Kira Ivan. All right, Connor. Oh. Connor Jackson. Alex Jago. James Yankee. Tiana James. Veronica Jankowski. Donovan John.
How are you, Jaden?
Jaden John.
John Joseph.
Joseph Joyner. George Dredge. Michael Kalenda. John Cambrai. Damian Kazmierzak. Gretchen Keller. Cody Kester. Camden Krug.
You want Raymond?
Raymond Kwasneski. Colin LeBron. Matthew Lepsch. Devin Mancuso. Lucy Masari. Abigail Medijasic. Meadow Mayer.
You want William or Will?
Will Mayer. Ashen McFadden. Naomi Mercado. Sierra McCollijek. Caitlin Miles. Madison Moeller. Robert Mundorf. Andrew Nadler. Abigail Nocera. Conlon O'Hara. Braden Ortolano. Chris Marie Otero. Richard Page. Braden Parisi.
I got you, Justin.
Justin Pasucci. Jamie Pirelli. Aiden Pernick. Zachary Peters. William Phillips. Aiden Piesinski. Rowan Pierce. Jake Pequatic. Annalicia Paleo. Desiree Pusateri Golda. Jackson Riccio. Emily Robertson. Matthew Santos. Nathan Sargent.
Was it? Schwarza.
Kara Schwarza. Lucian Seeley.
You want the full thing?
Alexander Scheibe. Elizabeth Sibley. Christopher Skurzinski. Tyler Smith.
Mind jumping?
Weston Smith.
August Stauffenberger. Samantha Steger. Dylan Steinwandel. Max Stevens. Peyton Stitt. Julia Sullivan. Joshua Swartwood. Andrew Tater. Ethan Taylor. You got it. Dustin Thompson. Ilona Tikkanen. Julius Tran. Aiden Tucker. Gavin Walker. Seth Wargo.
Layla Whipple.
Kaylee Whitmire. Rania Eunice. Rosalind Zarabel. Kayla Zagoda. And Braden Zilch.
At this time, would the members of the class of 2024 please move your tassels from the right to the left? Well done, you're now alumni. We now present the seniors from the West Senior Bel Canto Singers who will be performing For Good from the Broadway musical Wicked.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn. We are led to those who help us most grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed.
That's not an easy act to follow. That was our seniors' last performance. They've done a phenomenal job in 4 years representing West. Another round of applause for that. That was great. Just have a couple of things here, folks. So I'd like to recognize our graduation committee members and all our supervisors. We have so many staff here. They do a great job. This is just too much. What a wonderful night. I'd like to recognize our advisors, Mrs. Palutro and Mrs. Smith, and members of the class board, Addison Palutro, Addison Smart, and Cameron Whitaker. Our speakers tonight, Addison, Cameron, our SRO, Jarzik, Mr. Kelly, Nora, Megan, and our Mrs. Gates, and of course, Mr. Kelly. Great job tonight. Thank you. I'd like to recognize our wonderful musicians who've been here since I think 3 o'clock this afternoon. Mrs. Rauschy, Mr. Hasselbeck, Mr. Ursi, Mr. Bleckwoodell. Thank you for all of our music tonight. A lot of underclassmen here tonight that have been performing, so well done. Your time is coming. I'd like to thank the Board of Education for allowing me to be the principal of West Senior. One of the proudest things I have, aside from my daughters and my wife, is to be the principal of you. I love you guys. So don't. I'm not good. Mrs. Gates and I are the same. We're not good at this podium. Just one last thing I'd like to say. Class of 2024, Megan kind of talked about, and I wasn't going to bring up COVID, but she did, so I will. You started in the worst possible moments on the planet, a high school career, yet you accomplished more than any other class. Let me say that again. You've accomplished more than any other class. Yep. You've excelled academically on par with every class. However, athletically, you participated in the most sectional finals, and we have one too. Musically, your talent on stage is unmatched, and that talent was recognized by Shays Performing Arts this past month. Class of 2024, you are college-bound, joining the military, going into the trades, starting businesses, seeking fields in medicine, law, engineering, just to name a few. You are talented beyond any other class. So when you meet in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to recognize that. Mrs. Dalbo served this community. She was a board member for over 30 years. She just passed away this past year. Over 30 years. She loved West Senior. She never made any bones about which school she loved, and it was West Senior. And she loved you. She would often walk our halls and tell me how respectful and kind, and Mr. Kelly was saying that, be kind, you are. How respectful and kind West Senior students are. They are different. You are different. She would say, West Senior is like a small town. It's diverse, and our students represent all walks of life. She'd often call me the mayor of West Senior. So Connor Jackson, you're not the mayor. I am. He wants that title, I won't give it to him. I'm the mayor. And this is your lesson. You learned from West Senior. Everything you learned, this is it. As you face the future and uncertainty, know this. We are a small town, you are its citizens. You are diverse, you are not one ethnic group, you are not one religion, you are not one view. You are different, yet you came together for 4 years. These past 4 years culminated in unsurpassed success. You worked together, you were positive, you got involved, and at your senior prom, the management just kept coming up to us and saying, this prom's different. These kids are awesome. You're different. And that prom just proved it. Everybody knows that. West Senior kids are different. These are the characteristics that will lead to success in the future. And that's what Mr. Kelly was saying. Take this lesson with you to college, to the military, to your business. The world needs more of West Seneca. West. Thank you for being great. Know you are leaving West in a better place. If you could please, we have a new superintendent and she's got to sit through East tomorrow. But let's leave her with one demonstration of how much you loved your time at West Senior, and not just the students. So remember at senior day when I said go and you were a little bit lame and you said west and I made you do it again, you shouted? Can we do that again? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm not liking that. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Way better. Good job. I'd like to ask the audience to remain in their seats while our graduates exit the auditorium. Please meet them in the atrium outside of the auditorium. Congratulations to all our graduates and their families. Hang on. We're not done yet. We're not done. I'd like to invite Addison Smart to the podium. She's got one paragraph. Addison Smart.
I told you.
They weren't going to leave. We held them.
Thank you, Mr. Brinker. Speaking on behalf of the Executive Board of the senior class, we would like to thank all the speakers, presenters, and honored guests here for their presence and support tonight. We would also like to thank all of our friends and relatives for sharing in our graduation ceremony, whether in person or via livecast. And we congratulate all the parents and family members of the graduates. We would be nowhere without you. Finally, we salute our friends, the graduating class of 2024. It has been unforgettable. And as we move on, we must remember, graduation is not the end. It is the beginning of the rest of our lives.